Hello and welcome to my first of a series of low-tech and low production value videos in my series of videos about printing for artists, some of which are going to focus on my renovation of this flatbed offset proofing press. And in this series of videos I'm going to talk about offset proofing presses and what they are and how they work. And I'm also going to talk about and share with you about my renovation of this one, which I acquired a little over a year ago and has undergone a lot of changes since I received it. In the process of fixing up this press, I have basically gone over the entire thing with little metal toothbrushes and soap and solvent, and I've gotten to know it quite well. I've replaced broken parts and repaired stripped bolts and so on, and it has really helped me get intimately acquainted with the press. And in the process of doing this, I realized that there really just, if you do searches online, there's very little information out there. I was lucky enough to get help from mentors, friends, and teachers, and even like press room suppliers who would just give me a little extra time here and there, and have learned so much from other people's generosity. And so, because of the lack of information online, I decided to start creating these very low-tech videos. I know I'm not going to spend a lot of time editing and all that stuff, so hopefully you will be patient with the low production value, and then the information will be valuable enough to use. What I hope is that the information in these videos will give people general information about how these things work and why people use them, and then also for those nuts and bolts kind of people who might be fixing up a press of their own or running one of these, who either knows less than me or more than me, will also find this interesting. And perhaps these tips and tricks that I've learned from my friends and mentors will be useful to you. And if also I'm wrong, then you can also share that with me. So I'm kind of excited about this project. And as you can see, this is a big old press. It's a Stienmesse and Stollberg DUFA 4. I'm going to talk more about these presses as we go, but the most basic version is that these are for lithographic printing. And you can see here there's inking rollers which take oil-based ink, a cylinder in the middle which has a rubber blanket on it, and on this end another set of rollers which are dampening rollers which keep the plate damp. So it is for lithographic printing, but I've been doing mono printing tests. You can see a piece of plexiglass here. This is the plate bed, and then over here is a paper bed. So the rubber blanket and these other rollers roll across the plate. The rubber blanket picks up the ink off of where the plate would be and rolls it onto a sheet of paper. And this paper is yellow because I was testing out the rollers. You can see here these little grippers that hold the paper in place. And what these presses were used for and why they were made is that in industry they were used for testing plates and proofing, which means test printing. But they were, and the point is that you have these flat beds where the paper and the plate sit, which gives the operator access to be able to see what is going on. And that's also why artists like them. Artists also like them because of their versatility. They have the precision that is necessary to work with industrial printing methods or specifications, I guess. And then also you can make small additions and you can experiment and play around. The beds are movable, so at least up and down, so you can print on thick materials like cardboard and things that can't wrap around a cylinder in a high-speed press. And you can also print on flat things that can't go around a cylinder in a press. So they also have been used for printing things like cardboard boxes and metal signs and things like that. So you can sometimes find them ones that were used for that. Those ones get a lot more beat up than the ones that are for proofing. My experience is that they're just super fun to use, and I've used them for a long time. I've used, I think, 4 or 5 different presses, and they're all a little bit different. And again, I've just been so lucky to learn from my mentors and friends. So hopefully these videos will serve as an introduction and information source for you. And thank you for watching.